The streamer award situation is embarrassing. People, what up, what's good? It's your boy TwoCentz. As y'all can see, man, we have a topic here today from Novelly talking about the Twitch Stream award show that happened over the weekend. Y'all know we stay up to date with all the Twitch stuff over here. I seen a lot of clips and little snippets and stuff on Twitter, but I didn't really check them out because I said, wait, let me, you know what I'm saying, wait till we make a video, right? Give the people something to watch while they eat or whatever it is you do while you watch a TwoCentz video. But y'all, let's dive into it, bro. Let's see what happened, man.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say.
Congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Shout out Cutie for hosting the event. India Love for ruining the event.
The Streamer Awards just happened. Of course, people couldn't let the event go off perfectly. Some people had to try and gain some spotlight or gain some attention and ruin it in ways.
I mean, it makes sense though, right? Streaming nowadays is all about clip farming, isn't it? You gotta farm clips as the most popular streamers. Aren't you gonna continue to do the same tactics even at the award show, right? Y'all know how it is, man.
I cannot describe. All the way from India Love going up on stage for no real reason and disrupting Valkyrie from talking, to Fan making some jokes at people very uncomfortable, probably even Kaisen that, because she compared him to the likes of Diddy. But I want to go over some of the weird and crazy things that happened during the Stream Awards. But in order to do that, you know we have to start from the very beginning. Well, who even are these people? What is this event? And how do we get here in the first place?
Hassan is here. Is that a vibration remote in your pocket, or are you just excited to be here?
I'll put it on you later.
Hey, man. And you know what, bro? It's crazy. Like, I'm not tapped in with each and every streamer, right? I try to stay as up to date as much as I can for the sake of the YouTube channel. But don't, like, half of these people hate each other, bro. So it's just... it's just a very interesting situation, man.
Going forward in this video, most of the people I am about to mention are streamers or content creators of the sort, just so I don't have to keep repeating it. But this is the Streamer Awards, an award show held by QT Cinderella, a very popular streamer where she gets together and has awards that she hands out to a lot of the streaming community for the accomplishments that they made throughout the year. And she has awards spanning from Best Battle Royale Streamer, Best Duo Streamer to Streamer of the Year.
Right. And you know what? A lot of people hate on the concept or the idea of a streamer award show. I feel like, why not? No award show to begin with is necessary, right? The Oscars, the ESPYs, Emmys, Game of the Year, whatever award show you can think of, none of it is, none of these things are necessary. So why not, you know what I'm saying, allow somebody who streams, right, to put their money behind an award show and, you know what I'm saying, show love or show appreciation or whatever it may be towards the people in that field, right? I feel like there's no reason to hate on like a streamer award show. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, oh, it's just a circle jerk, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of people who don't even like each other, glazing each other and stuff like that. And sure it is, but it's just like, why hate on that? And then, why hate on that? And then I don't know, bruh. Be happy when you win Employee of the Month at work. If they even have that. I couldn't think of a good example, but y'all know what I'm saying, bro.
All across Twitch come to celebrate. And unfortunately for her, most of these events don't go off perfectly, and we have people trying their hardest to ruin it or just take the spotlight away from people who actually deserve it. We have that moment perfectly illustrated by the India Love situation that happened during the Streamer Awards.
DDG, Vanilla Mace, Gwendolyn Ortiz.
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt. Best breakout streamer. This means so much to me, and I'm so grateful, man. Thank you guys. You guys have no idea how much you have changed my life, man.
That was the Breakout Streamer Award, an award given to somebody who has gone to new heights in streaming this year, and it wasn't as popular maybe the year before that, or just really wasn't streaming. And you saw the person that won happened to be FaZe Adapt. Congrats to Adapt, by the way. I doubt he's watching this video, but still congrats to him. While obviously losing isn't the best feeling in the entire world, you saw that the other contestants like Wendy Ortiz, Vanilla Maze, DDG, and Rakai didn't make that big of a fuss or didn't really end up doing anything. But apparently someone that was really upset that Adapt won was India Love. She decided to show everyone just how mad she was by storming the stage unannounced, unprovoked, and for no real reason to give.
The reason is for attention, bro. The reason is for clicks. I mean, we know this, right? You know, it's kind of, again, bro, I don't think it's any reason for her to be as worked up as she was in you know, that little snippet that we just saw, because again, like I said, you know, these awards don't mean anything at the end of the day. But like, regardless of whether she was actually worked up or pretending, you know what I'm saying, to actually be upset, it's just for the attention, bro. Like, I mean, that's just how it is, right?
For 2 cents to everybody that no one really asked for.
Sapphire Award, our 2023 winner, Valkyrie.
Hello. Real quick, y'all.
And she went on stage on some what was that, Kanye West? I don't even remember the name of the show where he was talking about Taylor Swift or whatever. Let's hear what she said though in the full clip, right?
I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out.
Several issues here. One, India Love is not Kanye West. And before she even went and stormed that stage, she was actually interrupting an entire award show. No one invited her. QT didn't have this as a secret surprise. There was no reason for her to be going up there. She did that of her own volition, making a complete fool and idiot of herself, and probably making the people that she's so-called trying to defend, being Rakai and DDG, upset in the process, because no one wants to be seen as a laughingstock or as someone who's associated with a person that's going to interrupt an award show purely because the people that they liked didn't win. That doesn't make anybody in the situation look good. Yes, again, it's unfortunate to not win the award, but it's way worse to have another person who represents you go up.
I'll say this though. Obviously I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she didn't have to do all that. But does the Streamer Awards get as much attention as it is now if she didn't? Again, you guys, a lot of streaming nowadays, man, as we see it, is clip farming, trying to go viral, you know what I'm saying, controversy. So, you know, I feel like you can't even really be mad at her because she just helped put eyes right on the event as a whole. And again, bro, like, everybody's gonna forget about what she did and probably by next week, bro. It'd be so much stuff on the internet, nobody's gonna care in a week anyways. So, you know, I mean, that's just my take on it, man.
They're trying to have a Will Smith moment, all because an award wasn't given to them or given to the person they like. That's why she got booed off stage. Because she is not some diva or some queen that everybody was cheering for, happy to have this happen. She's just the bumbling idiot that everyone gets to point and laugh at now. And of course, we get more insight on why this happened in the first place, because there was actually someone that encouraged her to do this and talked about the aftermath when she actually came back to her seat.
Indy at the table, just me and India. She's like, I feel bad for Rakai though. I feel like I gotta say something. You're not crazy. She's like, what? You know about me? She's like, I might need another drink though. Like, okay, your drink right there. So that happens. She goes to walk up. I'm like, oh, she's dead. Chilling. Gang, you would have thought she caught a body. Like 8-10 guards pull up. 8-10 guards pull up to the spot. Say, you have to go. Got to go. Like, okay.
This is Flyboy Max's cousin, someone who was also at the Streamer Awards, and as you heard, was sitting next to India Love, and basically encouraged her to go up there, not thinking that she would actually do it. Why you would encourage that act, I don't know. Why she actually did it, I don't know. But after doing so, as he said, she was escorted out by several guards, probably because she just stormed the stage for no real reason, thinking that she was about to get a moment,
they
but
escorted
she had a
her
bunch
for
of
that?
people laughing at her because she's being a complete idiot and a nuisance. I don't know why we can't act like we have some actual sense. Well,
I understand what bro is saying, man. I just, again, you guys, it's not like she, you know what I'm saying, went on stage and broke anything. Sure, she's what, like 30 some years old, you know, and it was kind of not classy or whatever. But y'all, we're talking about like a made up award show. Like it's not the results of the Streamer Awards aren't going to, the world will continue to spin, right? She didn't hurt anybody. Maybe she embarrassed Rakai or whoever, DDG or whoever, but like, you know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Again, like, I feel like it just gets more attention because of what she did. You know what I'm saying?
At an award show, regardless if it's the Streamer Awards, the Soccer Awards, or just the awards to win a plastic water bottle, you can understand that people have regulations and things that they want to happen a certain way, and you disrupting all of that is going to get you kicked out of the event. But obviously, India Love herself doesn't see anything wrong with what she did, because when she went on her own stream, she talked about it as if she just had her own Kanye moment, and that she should basically be praised for what she had done.
That was some blood. That was blood.
Also, I feel like she's known to just not care about what other people think of her, and I mean that's just that, right?
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with the bloody.
You know, what needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. I was gonna make it happen. You know what's crazy though, Dez? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, I need to feel this. Like, I don't give a like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that.
Now, I know I said it basically after every clip, but I think it really needs to be emphasized. She is not Kanye West. This is not the Oscars. This is an award show. Now, obviously, Rakai being one of the youngest people to be nominated for this award show, he is 17 compared to all of these 20-plus-year-olds who are over here also winning it. It's going to hit him a lot harder because he's younger doing all this. But the course of action to correct his behavior or to make him feel better isn't to go up on stage when you are not invited and tell everybody that Rakai should have actually won and that DDG got snubbed for the award, when Adapt put in just as much work as all of them. By doing this, I feel like you're trying to discredit him and all the work that he's put in, and genuinely it makes you seem like a complete idiot, and it's not gonna have anybody on your side. Even the people that you're trying to defend, like Rakai and DDG, are not over here championing you for actually doing this. They're getting on their streams and questioning why you did all of this, specifically DDG, because when he talked about it afterwards, he was literally saying, yeah, I had to check up on India.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight.
You guys, I feel like I'm only getting Novely's perspective, right? By watching his video. I feel like I'm tripping though, because sure what she, again, I don't mean to just repeat the same thing over and over again. Sure what she did was out of pocket and she didn't have to. But now, thanks to what she did, there's more eyes on the Streamer Awards. You know, people are tuning in to DDG or whoever it is to talk about what happened, so on and so forth, getting them more views, right? I feel like somehow what she did actually was for everyone's benefit. Am I tripping by saying that, or do y'all kind of understand, you know, my perspective on it?
Great. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt.
And again, bro, whether I'm right or wrong, nobody's gonna care next week.
Crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. You feel me? It's the point of a community is being together.
Even DDG is having a better reaction to losing his award that he was nominated for, not her at the end of the day, than she is. And at the end of the day, yes, it's an award show. Obviously, you're gonna want to win, but even the people around you that you're sticking up for aren't going to the lengths or even having good reactions to the things that you've been doing. You can say it's PR training, but overall, I think a normal person would just see what India Love did and not want that to happen, especially if she's trying to do it representing you. We can see what the normal consensus would be from a streamer like Lacey.
It's still a very fun event. Shout out Cutie for hosting the event. India Love for ruining the event. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know? So your first initial thought is to run up on a stage, make a scene, and discredit other people? Rakai had a huge year and he deserved to be up there and deserved to win. There's just no need for that. It was just trashy, bro. It was just trashy. It was trashy. It was like just attention-seeking trashy. It's just weird.
Well, I feel like the entire India Love situation was very weird and people are going to look at her as an oddball going forward. I feel like this was something that the Streamer Awards or anybody who was helping with it could not predict. They could predict that India Love was going to run up on stage and do what she did, and they went to great lengths after she did it to stop it from happening again by kicking her out of the award show. But they definitely could predict where the jokes that were going to be made because they had to be run over by somebody, or somebody had to approve these things that were going to be said. And let me just tell you, most of these jokes during the Streamer Awards were interesting at best and some of the most awkward inducing weird moments I've ever seen. And a specific one that's getting a lot of traction is the jokes that they made about Kai Cenat.
Achievements. We've got another record breaker here tonight too. Kai Cenat. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Now, before I let Novely get off, I've been seeing like a few things of, because I saw this clip. Much as I tried to stay away from all this stuff that had to do with the streamer show, streamer war show, I've been seeing some people say like this was a racist joke. I guess maybe, but like at the same time, having people been saying Kai Cenat look like Diddy for the longest. Am I tripping, y'all? I feel like I've been seeing that for the longest time. People have been saying that and putting their two faces side to side for months, you know. And as far as the jokes go, I mean, isn't it like this for every award show, bro? Like, you know, it's just scripted, cringy, weird jokes. That, like, isn't that just what happens? You know what I'm saying? I remember Steph Curry was hosting something, and you could just tell bro was like reading jokes off a teleprompter and they wasn't really hitting. Right? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, bro.
Now, obviously, this is an award show, not just any award show, but an award show with content creators who make jokes on stream all the time. And some of them can tend to go a little bit too far and end up even being funny to the point of being recognized as all-time memes or places on the internet. This joke right here is not only none of that, but also not funny of a joke to begin with. These several ones that she made before even comparing Kai to Diddy.
Yeah, I feel like you can't expect an actual funny joke at an award show because it's scripted. You know, part of the like what makes people funny is, you know what I'm saying, the quick-witted nature of, you know, sliding in a joke at a good opportune time, or, you know, the randomness of it, right? That's all I got to say on that.
Was saying that his streamer university was the least educational university in the world, and basically calling his mafia-thon a trip to get one of the most expensive haircuts possible, which those two I guess you can put aside because they're not really that crazy. But comparing Kai to Diddy is something that a lot of people have already had issues with and find very weird, and probably even Kai himself, because while he's just trying to have fun and streaming, be compared to someone like Diddy Combs, who was in jail, locked up for a plethora of
They talking about his appearance though, bruh.
Bad things, it's probably not something you want on yourself. And obviously not just me having a problem with this, but other people online, and even someone who was actually at the Streamer Awards, that being Ty Lil, wanted to speak out and say something about the weird joke that Fan made.
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn it on, turn it on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
Now we're in the same situation as we had with India Love. A little bit different, basically the same premise though. Where Tyler was out here calling out Fan, but in doing so is disrupting the entire event, causing it to go to a complete halt in order to tell her that the joke that she made wasn't funny, and even some of the previous ones, which I didn't show, were on the same level as that. Well, again, this isn't the same exact situation as India Love, where she's coming up and discrediting someone who actually won an award. I feel like it's still pretty odd to do this in the middle of the event, because
side note, y'all, if this is his Cuphead footage, bro is actually a god at this game.
at the end of the day, these are all content creators. These are all streamers. These are all people that work on the internet. They know that these clips,
these bosses down to a T, bro. I'm listening, y'all. I just wanted to note that real quick.
Are going out and they will have a chance to react to it and say their opinions after the event is over. You don't need to do it during it. Even Kai showed his displeasure without actually sitting here and interrupting the event. No, I feel like he is justified calling out the weird joke that Fan made. Doing it in this fashion doesn't help anybody. It just makes everything a lot worse for everyone involved in this situation. And unfortunately allows for other streamers to call out the stuff that Tylo did as a whole to make it seem like the jokes that were being said weren't that serious. That this is an entire content creator event and people are being way too sensitive about what's being said. At least that's what this current streamer had to say about what happened.
Stupid. These people are stupid. These people are stupid. They can't take jokes, man. They're streamers, okay? These guys are streamers. Get out of the streaming space if you can't handle it. Oh my god. Chat roasts us every day, and these young kids can't take a goddamn joke. That is streamers should be the biggest people. I mean, we should be able to take the jokes the most because we deal with it every day. If you can't take a joke, get the out of here.
Also, you guys, and I understand Tyler speaking up for Kai, right? Like, that's his guy. But again, bro, like I just feel like I just don't I just like question the authenticity of everything that has to do with streaming, bro, because, you know, maybe he was offended, but if he wasn't, right, that's a perfect time to speak up and get another clip. You know what I'm saying? Because if she just said the joke and he didn't grab the mic, we wouldn't have heard it. That's just facts. There would be no clip. So there's that too, man.
A loser. You loser. If you're gonna be crying because I called you a loser for that, get out of my face.
That's because they are comparing him to someone like Diddy Combs. I don't think people understand how crazy his rap sheet is of the terrible things that he has done. If you're comparing him to another streamer or even another big name celebrity like Kevin Hart, I doubt he would care. But you're comparing him to someone who has been committed of doing all types of heinous things. Yes, I would also be upset. Even if people on the internet are doing the same thing, who's to say he is happy about that? And Kai hasn't streamed since that situation has happened, so we don't even know if he would ban people from his chat or even allow his own community to say these things about him. It's obvious by watching the clip that it was an awkward moment. These streamers are okay with people joking all the time because it's their main job and the way that they entertain people, but you can decide which jokes go too far and which jokes you don't like by how you interact with them and how you go about doing so.
I don't think the joke was too far. Like I said, it's just about his appearance, bro. People compare me to Chief Keef. I don't look nothing like Chief Keef because I got dreads. Anybody that look dreads, I've been called that person. Whether they're a good person or bad, because I have dreads, people gonna say I look like, you know, him or her. Right? I don't think it's that serious, bro. Ain't nothing that serious, man. We just nosy. It you know what I'm saying? This don't matter. We just nosy. We just trying to see what's going on. It's not gonna change our life. We just nosy, man.
And there were even other jokes that were being made that people felt were very questionable, directed at Hassan along with FaZe Clan.
We're right there with Rage. Rage, I had a quick question. What's your favorite color on the pride flag?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Rakai, question. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer, it's a test, Rakai! Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it! Take his mic. What? He's learned his lesson. He's not allowed to answer that.
All right, let's keep going this way. table. Woo!
The optics of certain jokes are kind of weird, bro. Like asking a black kid, what he stole. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, again, y'all, we first of all, we don't really care. We're just nosy, right? We just need something to watch while we eating. We just staying up to date because we addicted to social media, right? And second of all, bruh, next week we not gonna remember it anyways.
Or was it misogynistic? I don't remember. Jason, Sakura, the internet's favorite couple, hi, and their short gay son, Ron.
Now again, as I said, most of these jokes are interesting and leaning toward the stage of awkward, the millisecond that everybody goes silent and realizes that none of this stuff is actually that funny, which is pretty interesting because they're in a room full of content creators whose entire job is entertaining people on the internet on a consistent basis. But at the end of the day, I can understand most of these things are supposed to be jokes. And a lot of these people that are put in these situations, if they didn't want to be, are just going to probably react like rage or say nothing like Rakai or just have a face like Kai himself and try their best to just laugh it off and keep this whole thing going. But I assume a bunch of people in the crowd or even online were talking about how annoying and how bad the jokes were getting, to the point where Cutie herself had to address them.
All right, it feels like we're getting loose, we're warming up, we're having a good time, and I just want to remind you guys that everything we say tonight is a joke, okay? Especially after some of you talk to Fan. I know that people are gonna take moments from tonight and clip them out of context and make it look like there's drama, and that always happens, but I would never set you guys up for something like that.
Understandably, she had to address it because it's not like it's just me and Ty Lil that were getting upset. And I want y'all to know, I'm not clipping these jokes out of context. I promise you, there was no real context I could add to any of those jokes. They just randomly were walking around saying these things to people as they saw them going by. And I don't want to make it seem like there's actual hate, but there definitely was a disdain for this year's jokes and things that were being said by Fan along with Cutie, because it just was not hitting at all. And even people watching from home, like me, like you, if you were watching the Streamer Wars, had an issue with it, and along with people like Jinxie, who were calling out how apparently last year's whole segment with Sketch was way better than what we have going on with Fan and Cutie right now.
Oh my god, next!
Anyway, speaking of Streamer University, we do have alumni here tonight.
This is getting bad!
And Tota, wait, where?
I'm gonna be honest, shout out to her, she seems awesome. Sketch did way better last year, bro, and he was in and out of it. He was really Sketch did way better.
We're gonna speak
but shout out to her though.
Great, how are you? I'm a little drunk right now.
I actually I told Marcus a joke that I was gonna do with Ray and he said he was gonna steal it.
I really wanted to show that so y'all can understand how bad these jokes are really hitting. It's not just me hating, it's not just Ty Lil hating, it's not just the internet hating. People all across the world are genuinely surprised of how bad this performance was when it came to these jokes. Again, being outright weird and awkward at times to at bare minimum pretty interesting, and at the very lowest bar of what you could actually even call what a joke.
I remember fighting this dude in high school on a Nintendo Switch in class, and it took me all day to beat this dude. I remember
outside of that though,
I'm sorry, y'all.
Along with the whole India situation, the Streamer Awards actually wasn't that bad, and the nominees that won definitely deserved it because of how much hard work they have been putting in throughout this entire year. Cutie Cinderella, surprisingly, with all the technical difficulties and even some of the stuff I just showed y'all here that went down, it was actually still a pretty good award show, and I'm happy that it turned out as well as it possibly could. I don't want to make this video to hate on the Streamer Awards or to hate on Cutie Cinderella, but obviously I'm gonna talk about the drama that happens, and that will come with a bit of hate for certain things that happen at the award show. But overall, it was actually a pretty nice event, and if you missed out on it, definitely go look up the clip so you can see some more interesting moments from said award show. But at the end of the day,
man, shout outs to Navly for keeping us up to date, giving y'all something to, you know what I'm saying, laugh at, listen to while you're eating stuff in your face. Make sure you work out today. As always, it's your boy 2Centz. Say it with me, TCZ. We out.